So I have an assortment of pedals. That was like a nice squeak. Squeaky pam. Ooh. Well, I'm Christian Filardo, artist, musician, person, doing that thing that I do. Make some experimental music, run a label, run an art space, keeping it real, coming at you. It's absolute. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. You just have to do it to the fullest, I guess. The idea that every creative pursuit, I try to like give it 100%, and if I can't give it 100%, then I just don't work on it, because I'm not a person who has like a bunch of projects undone, I guess. Like I have a bunch of stuff, but I'm constantly finishing things for things. My dad's from the Philippines, and I spent a lot of time growing up overseas. I lived in Beijing for a little bit and lived in Manila for a little bit, and I've traveled all over the world. I've been to Italy, France, Spain, Japan, Canada. Probably one of the most important parts of my life was doing study abroad in Greece one summer, and I think just international experiences kind of helped shape me creatively and really kind of gave me a really intense perspective and a really wild outlook on the world, and that the world's a small place, but it's also a place with millions and millions of ideas, and you can do anything you really want. And I feel like travel is probably the most important thing for people, like to have new experiences by going new places, and it's just mind-opening and eye-opening and like totally great. My dad really likes Billy Joel, so probably that's probably the first like musical experience I can really recall. Like the beginning of my musical experience is Billy Joel, which is pretty funny. My first ever like majorly important musical experience probably this band Reindeer Tiger Team at Modified Arts, and they were a two-piece, and they played with Asleep in the Sea, which was one of my brother's old bands. And I guess I can credit my brother a lot with me getting into music, for sure. Tom is a musician, born from the same parents. He lives in LA. He's really nice. He's taller than I am. I mean, he's really witty. He's really witty and clever. He doesn't spend as much time online as I do. He's good at getting a job. He's really good at getting jobs. That's cool. He's good at flipping stuff on Craigslist. Good at selling stuff on Craigslist. Oh, he also won a Madden NFL tournament at Arizona State when he was at college, and he beat the guy he beat at Madden NFL like 2009 or something. Was like this guy who had his jaw locked shut. Like from some accident or something, but he was like this really tough jock dude with his jaw locked shut. So it was like really funny that Tom beat him to win a Madden NFL tournament. I think there's a lot of times where I see visuals overcompensate for a lack of musical dexterity or a lack of performative ability. Sometimes they can be really amazing. When I go to a show, I just would prefer for it just to be straight music, I guess, because that's what I'm going to see, or I'm going to experience that. Or unless that's like conceptually part of the experience, like, I don't think it matters really. No movies unless it's like the Goofy movie and it's like a pop punk band or something. Unless they're really in the zone and it's like Surf Nazis Must Die, you know? Yeah, I don't know. And they're all drinking like 2 liters of Mountain Dew while shredding the guitar or something. Yeah, something like that. It's totally a joke. It started off as like, man, what if I could get like sponsored to do my really like weird art? So it started as like I wanted to get my blog sponsored. And then Mountain Dew responded to me and they were like, well, we don't give out personal sponsorships, but if you have like an event, like a large event that's like through a non-for-profit, we'll sponsor it. It's like, okay. So then I was like, I just want a personal sponsorship, just like for something really dumb that I do, like my blog. And then it kind of snowballed from there. Like I wanted to, for tour, I wanted a new pair of shoes, so I asked New Balance for a new pair of shoes. They said the best they could give me was 85% off one of their products. And I said, no, I want a free pair of shoes. And then this Converse rep said he would send me a free pair of Chuck Taylors, and he never did. But people always tell me like, oh, Emergency, like the vitamin C company, is like really easy to get a sponsorship with. Like apparently they'll give you like tons of free Emergency if you just ask for it. And people also say Cliff Bar is really easy, and that like if you go on tour, all you have to do is put like the Cliff logo there. It's just to say that I got something free from like some big corporation for being me, I guess. It's like silly.